Charmaine Hedding. Charmaine is the strategic project developer for the International Christian Embassy in the Jerusalem headquarters. In this capacity, she has marketed and developed systems for the Feast of Tabernacles, Israel's biggest annual Christian tourist event. She pioneered and developed the launch of the Jerusalem Post Christian Edition. Charmaine serves on the board of the Knesset Christian Allies Caucus Women's Council as the Israeli coordinator.
I was educated. I earned my own money in a successful business career, and I was not stupid. It could never happen to me. I would never choose to spend my life with a man that would hit me, threaten me, isolate me, or even monitor my phone calls, make me account for every penny I spent, restrict my access to money, the computer, the family car. And if it did happen, I would leave immediately. I have friends, I have family, they would support me. And anyway, that sort of thing, it only happens to other women. Women who have a history maybe, or working class women, badly educated, low income women maybe. I mean, it's appalling what happens to those other women, but that's all they've probably known. It's not that I don't care, I did care. I cared about the environment, eating organic, sociological and women's issues. That's why there's no way I would quietly let a man lord it over me, demanding that I submit. And anyway, I was marrying a Presbyterian minister, a member of the clergy, someone I'd known for years, well known in our circles, in our community, and among the leadership of our churches. A highly educated, articulate, charismatic man, often defined as having the X factor. We were married, and some 5 years later, I had my first child, a baby boy. But it was as if a light went off in my husband. He changed from day into night. It started with emotional and verbal abuse, cutting remarks used to destroy my self-worth, labels like stupid, useless, no good at anything, demeaning my achievements and any personal accomplishments, screaming at me that the dinner I'd cooked was terrible, yelling at me because I was 15 minutes late or 15 minutes early. Eventually, this would be accompanied by throwing food at me, pushing me into trees, tables, cupboards, even throwing me out of cars in highways. We immigrated to the UK shortly after my son was born, where I did not have family, only our church community, the friends we had from there, and I was on his visa. I began to realize I was in a precarious situation. But I still hoped and held out. He would change. It was just a bad patch. All marriages go through bad patches. Maybe it was the stress of the new baby and moving to the UK within 6 months of each other. Maybe it was even my fault. I mean, the birth had had complications, and maybe it was right. Maybe it did not really happen exactly as I remembered. The last time I'd been slammed into a tree, he said that that was not what had happened. He said that I was making it up, that I was prone to exaggeration, that I had refused to agree with him about a discussion we were having, but perhaps it was my fault. Maybe I drove him to it. And did it really happen as I thought? Maybe if I tried harder, it would be better. Besides, he would always apologize for the bad moods that he said I put him in. And afterwards, he was really quite sweet. And as a Christian wife, I should always forgive him. And anyway, I can't leave him. I love him. He's the father of my son. And we're a people of faith. We don't divorce. But I was worried. Comments like, "I'll make sure you never win custody of our son if you leave me," or "You will submit to me," or "If you leave me, I will kill myself," left me frightened and bewildered. What if he did commit suicide? Would that be my fault? Preventing domestic violence against women is an imperative. However important it is to expose this violence and to break the silence, to punish it for the crime that it is, and to help protect and support the victims, it is infinitely more important that measures should be taken to prevent violence from happening in the first place. Look around you today. Sitting next to you today, of the 500 approximately people that are here right now, 125 of us have been victims of domestic violence. This could happen to you. Or your daughter, or your granddaughter. Stop the abuse now.